Hey guys, this is going to be our follow-along class for today, okay? So we're going to keep it pretty simple. We're going to do a little bit longer warm-up than we have been doing, try to get some mobility exercises, which we'll talk about in just a second. And then we're going to do 5 different combinations, okay? We're going to talk about combining moves. That means putting them together in ways that we can use them effectively to spar or even just to practice moving without stopping, okay? It's really important that we know how to move our body from one thing to the next without having a bunch of spaces and pauses in between. But first we're going to warm up. So let's start off with washing machine. We're going to twist side to side. And some elbow pulls. Okay, and what we're going to be doing, like I mentioned for this warm up, is what's called mobility. Alright, so we're trying to make sure that all of our body parts move the way they're supposed to. Our ankles and our knees and our hips and everything move the way they are supposed to. We're going to do big arm circles here. And this is part of mobility too, our upper body, our top half. I'm going to go the other way. Big circles. Alright, now, what we're going to start off with, just to get our legs a little bit loose, are some stretches, okay, where we're reaching and pulling and getting those muscles a little bit warm. So let's go toe touches, down and up. Okay, and then we're going to do a couple leg lifts or leg swings. So keep the back of your leg relaxed. Don't make your muscles tight. Okay, let your leg be relaxed as you swing it up. We'll just do a few on each leg. And you switch to the other side. You don't have to be in a fighting stance. You don't have to keep your guards up or anything crazy right now. Okay, we're just trying to get everything warmed up and loose. Okay, one more little leg swing exercise. I'm going to pick up my knee in front of my body and swing my leg around to the outside. If you can see, I'm kind of in a lazy fighting stance. I do have one foot in front, one foot in the back. I'm going to pick up my back leg and swing it all the way around to the back again. Okay, you can open your hip nice and wide, right? So we're trying to warm up is this part of our leg right here, where our leg attaches to the rest of our body. Okay, let's try the other side. Alright, now we are going to do a little bit of work for our knees and ankles and hips all at the same time. Okay, and so what we're going to do is a deep squat, and we're going to walk a few steps forward. Okay, so I'm going to back up just a little bit so you can see me. So I'm going to bend down low, try to keep your heels flat, okay, and walk forward. Okay, tiny little steps. Alright, and you can back up and try it again. If you have room, you can turn around, you can make a square or whatever you like. I'm trying to stay in camera free here, so I'm just taking little steps and coming forward. Okay, we want to try not to bounce up and down. We're going to try to stay as low as we can while we're walking, alright? Let's do one more time. Nice and low, walk forward, stay low to the ground. Alright, nice, easy. Okay, next what we're going to do is going to be a little bit of legs as well. We're going to move side to side, still using that deep squat and using a horse stance. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to scoot over so we got room. I'm going to step out, bend into my horse stance, stand up, bend into my squat. Horse stance, squat. Horse stance, squat. Now, when I do my horse stance right now, I'm going maybe a little bit lower than I normally would because I'm trying to make all these joints in my legs move. Okay, I want everything to be involved. We can go back the other way. Again, depending on how much room you have, you might do more than me. Okay, I only have room to do about 3 or 4 steps before I have to switch. good, right there. Now, one more, kind of along that same line. We're going to work on knee walks, okay? Now you need to be careful not to slam into the floor, all right? You need to control your body. So let your knee fall carefully to the floor, and you're gonna let that movement pull your back leg up, okay? So my front leg falls, and gravity helps pull me forward, basically, right? And I use that momentum to drag this back leg up to the front, okay? If you can see sideways, I'm not pushing off the floor with this foot right now, okay? I'm not going to fall and then push and step. Okay, what I do is this leg falls, and this leg just follows it. This leg falls, my back leg follows up, okay? Try it out. Again, you might have room to do more than me, okay? That's fine. If you can do more than 2 at a time, because you've got the space, go for it. Make sure you're controlling yourself. Don't fall and slam into the floor. You're going to hurt your knee, okay? Now, one more for our feet and our toes. Sometimes we ignore these, okay? And if you're in first class, some of our smaller friends might not have done this before, but these are called toe walks. And what I'm literally going to do, I'm going to move my pants up so you can see, is I'm going to pull my feet forward by squeezing my toe into the floor and take tiny little, I drag myself forward with my toes, okay? I'm doing it sideways for you. So my knees, I'm not stepping, okay? My toes push into the floor and scoot forward. Scoot forward with your toes. Tiny little steps, okay? Can't go very fast like this. But the point is to make our feet get in a little bit of work too. Sometimes we ignore them, and our feet are important. We have to have good, strong, stable foundation to stand on to kick. And that's what our feet and our toes help us do, is they help us stay stable and balanced when we're moving around and we're picking up our knees to kick and do different things like that. All right? Now, we are going to move on to our combinations, okay? So the first combination we're going to learn is a jab or a front punch and a back fist on the same hand, okay? So I'm going to do it on Bob. If you have a target or somebody to hold the pad for you, that's great, okay? If you're doing it in the air, that's okay too. I'm going to show it on Bob, then I'll do it in the air as well. So I'm going to do my front punch just like normal. You can see I'm hitting him right in the nose. Then my hand's going to come back in, and I'm going to pop with the same hand and do a back fist to the side of his face. So I'm hitting Bob straight, and then from the side, to the nose, to the side of the face. So to you, if you can see, it comes straight out, front punch, comes back in, then it comes out, boom, kind of to the side. You don't want to make a big circle, okay? I have to curve my arm a little bit so that you right now can see what we're trying to practice, but when I really do it, boom, boom, it should look almost the same, okay? You shouldn't be able to see what's happening if it's coming towards your face till the very last second. So, we are going to do front punch, back fist, 5 times on each hand. Everybody ready? We're going to do it in the air. So get in your fighting stance. Ready? 1, front punch, back fist. 2, punch, back fist. 3, 4, punch, back fist. And 5, punch, back fist. Okay, switch our stance. You notice I did the first 2 a little bit slower, and then once you figure it out, you start speeding it up a little bit. So we're on the other side. Our front hand does the technique. Ready? 1, punch, back fist. 2, punch, back fist. 3, punch, back fist. 4, and 5. Okay, so that's our first combination that we were doing today. Remember, it's an attack from 2 different angles, but with the same hand. Angle of attack means which direction is the attack coming towards the target. All right, if you always do the same thing, if you always do straight punches, it's very easy for me to just block the middle of my face. So you have to mix it up. You have to attack high, low, in the middle, you have to attack straight, left, right, curve, right. You got to change it up a little bit. Okay? Here's the second one. Elbow smash, knee smash. We do this on the same side. All right? Some of you have been practicing this with me already, and you'll be good at this. So I grab and I pull. Boom. Now my hand, I'm not going to pull my hand back after the elbow. I'm going to keep it here. I'm going to grab onto my target with two hands now and pull again. And knee. Okay? So if you notice, this is my left side. I did the same side. Left elbow, left knee. Elbow, grab, knee. Okay? So towards you, my front hand reaches out. I twist, my back arm does the elbow smash. My hands stay here. I grab and I pull and I knee. Elbow smash, knee smash. Okay? Remember, we're trying to put these moves together, so I want it to be a little bit faster. So I don't want to do this. Elbow, step back with my guards up, grab again, knee. Do you see how that's an extra step? There's an extra step in there when I do 1, 2, 3, 4. Instead, what we want to do is 1, 2, 3. Okay? I do the elbow and I go straight into the next move. All right, so here we go. Hands are up. First one is slow. 1, grab an elbow, grab their shoulder, pull and knee. Let's do it again, nice and easy. 2, grab elbow, grab knee. A little bit faster. Ready? 3, grab elbow, grab knee. Okay, and put it all together. 4, ish, 5, ish, there we go. All right, other side. Ready? So we're switching our stance. Our front hand grabs, our back hand does the strike. First one is slow. 1, grab, elbow, grab, knee. 2, grab, elbow, grab, knee. Speed it up a little bit. 3, grab elbow, grab knee. 4, 5, all right. Now, if you need to practice any of these more, right, you can pause the video and work on it a couple more times, or you can go back and do it again afterwards. If there's one of these you really like, you might want to remember it and save it for when we get back to class, and you can use it when you spar maybe. Okay? Next one is a kicking combination. Okay? And these can be a little tricky to make flow. So the first thing we have to remember is that after we kick, we always pull our knee back. Okay? That helps us set up the next move. So after I kick, that retraction, retract means to pull back in, is really important. So I kick out, and then this has to pull back in so I can put my foot where I need it to go for my next kick. What we're going to do is front kick, side kick on the same leg. Okay, so if I'm attacking Bob, I'm going to move in. I front kick, boom, boom. Okay? Front kick, pull my knee in, and I twist my foot. So now I'm standing sideways, and then I do my side kick next. Okay? Now I'll show you my legs. Obviously, we want to keep our guards up. I'm going to do this towards you. Watch. My hips, my body, everything's facing you right now. I do my front kick. When I put my foot down, now see, I turn my body so the side is facing you. And then I do my side kick. Okay? So that's the tricky part of this one, is after the front kick, you put your foot down and you twist at the same time. Okay? There you go. You can practice that. That'll be fun. Now, front kick, side kick on the same leg is 2 different kicks. The first kick, my toes, if you can see when I hit Bob, my toes are up. The second kick, after I twist, my toes are sideways. Okay? I was a little too close. Couldn't stretch my leg all the way out that time. Here we go. Front leg, doing both kicks. First one is slow. 1, front kick, twist, side kick. Ready? 2, front kick, twist, side kick. Ready? 3, front kick, twist, side kick. 4, and 5, front, side. All right. I'm going to switch to the other side. You have to pull your knee back after you kick. If you kick and you don't bring your knee back in, you're not going to be able to set up the side kick very easily. You're going to do 1, oh gosh. So you take all those extra steps, and that's what we're trying to do, is get rid of those extra steps. Here we go, ready? Other side. front kick, twist, side kick. Ready? Here's number 2, go. Front kick, twist, side kick. Ready? 3, front kick, twist, side kick. 4, front, twist, side. And 5, front, twist. All right, nice, good job. 2 more combinations we're gonna learn today, okay? These next ones are each gonna have 3 techniques instead of only 2. So, the first one is gonna be only punches again. We're gonna move back to just hands. And we're gonna do jab, cross, hook, or front punch, back punch, hook, okay? I'm in my fighting stance, front punch, back punch, hook punch, okay? Pretty simple, but here's what happens a lot of times. For whatever reason, and this is not any one person, I do this sometimes, Mr. Tyler does this sometimes, it's just something that people who do martial arts have a habit of doing, is we pause a little bit before the last move for some reason. So instead of doing 1, 2, 3, we do 1, 2, 3, right? But we put a little space in there. We do front punch, back punch, wait, hook, instead of front punch, back punch, hook. Okay, so we want to take that wait step out of there. Okay, we don't want to wait in between our punches. So I'm facing Bob real quick. Right? Now, where you do your hook, we talked about, could be high or low. You might turn your hand depending on how close or far away you are from the other person. We're not going to worry about that right now. You do the hook punch you like best right now. The combination is front hand punches straight. As this hand comes back to my face, my back hand punches and I twist my hip. As this hand comes back to my face, I twist my hip back and I throw the hook. Okay? That's the spot where the pause happens. Sometimes we do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we want to take out number 3 there. We're just going to do 1, 2, and then bring this hand back and hook at the same time. Okay? Don't pause in between the back punch and the hook. So here we go. In our fighting stance, nice and easy, front hand, back hand, front hand. 1, front punch, back punch, front hook. 2, punch, punch, hook. No pausing in the middle. 3, punch, punch, hook. 4, 5. All right, again, you notice I sped it up a little bit as I went on. As we start to get it down in our head, we can start to speed up just a little. Ready? Other side, switch my stance. Front hand, back hand, front hand. 1, punch, punch, hook. 2, punch, punch, hook. 3, punch, punch, hook. 4, punch, punch, hook. And 5. All right, good job. We have one more combination that we're going to learn today, okay? And we're going to do front kick, front punch, back punch, okay? Now when we kick, the pause tends to happen a little earlier in our combination. So we're going to try to take that pause out. But here's what it looks like first. Do my front kick, front and back punch, okay? A kick usually takes longer than a punch, all right? It's usually going further. It's a bigger part of my body. My leg is in my arm. So some things are just going to be true no matter what. Most of the time, your legs aren't going to move as fast as your hands. That's okay. All right? Here's what's not okay. Here's what we want to get rid of. I don't want to do this. Kick, land, punch, punch. Okay? I don't want space between when I land on the floor with my foot and my front punch starting to happen. So what I want to do instead is kick, land, and punch at the same time, and then back punch. Okay? So if I'm facing you, do my front kick, my foot steps, and my hand hit the ground, my foot steps, and my hand hits my target at the same time. My hand does not hit the ground, my foot hits the ground. Okay? So here we go, ready? Front, front, back. Number 1, go. 1, kick, land, and punch, back punch. 2, kick, land, and punch, back punch. 3, kick, punch, punch. 4, kick, punch, punch. 5. All right, we're going to switch to the other side. Now, here's what we have to do. Okay? Make sure that after you kick, you're pulling your knee back in and putting it down in front of you so you're in a good spot to punch. I don't want to kick and fall forward because this is not a good punch. My body is leaning forward. I'm not in line. Okay? I need to kick and pull my foot back so that I'm in a good position to punch. Ready? We're on the other side. Front kick, front punch, back punch. 1, kick, punch, punch. 2, kick, land and punch, punch. 3, 4, 5. All right, good deal. So those kinds of combinations, they're not really hard to remember. Okay, it was only 2 or 3 moves, but it's a good way to practice making your technique smooth, which means that there's no pauses in between this move and that move and that move, right? So for example, the 3 punches we did, I don't do 1, 2, 3. I do 1, this one comes back in, and that one goes out at the same time, 2, this one comes back in, and number 3 goes out at the same time, 3. Okay? So that those, what we call transitions, where you change from one move to the next, are quick and smooth. No pauses in between. Okay? Because if you were going to block my punch, you could block this, right? You could block that because I did 1 punch, 1 punch, 1 punch. You can block 1 punch. Okay, what I need to do is start throwing my punches all in a row because you can't block 6 or 7 or 8 punches all at once. Okay, you can block 1 and stop. 1, stop, 1. You know how to do that. You're good at blocking. You can do that. Okay? So I have to make my attacks more effective by making them smoother, by not giving you a chance to rest in between each block to try to either hit me back or get ready for the next one. I want to keep you guessing. I want to keep you playing defense. Okay? So that's the end of our class for today. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you practice it. I hope you're having a good time staying home, staying safe, staying healthy. We miss you, and we will see you soon. All right? See you guys later. Goodbye.